So, hi guys, maybe you're there and you've been saying,
Been suffering. I suffered for 19 years. It's time for me to shake my ass on a yacht. In Dubai.
yet the only thing you do is that you're the queen of manifestation. You know, those people who eat 12 grapes under a table on New Year's Eve. I don't know how that works. Or better yet, you're the queen of I receive, I receive. Let me tell you, baby girl, the only thing you will receive if you don't work for it is disappointment. That is why I am here today. I am introducing this segment that I want to dub smart money moves, right? Why? Because I know in social media you'll see people living their best lives, you know, buying a new car, going on their vacation to Dubai or to South Africa, and you're wondering, how do these people do this yet in your part you think or you feel that you do not have money? So, the main reason I want to introduce this segment is to give you tips, you know, one or two or three things that you can do to better manage your funds so that you can also be able to live that life that you see on social media. You know, one thing that I've seen on social media is no one ever tells you how they make their money, apart from people that do Forex. And even them, they don't tell you how they make their money. They ask you to pay so that they can teach you. However, over here, we are doing it free of charge. All right? So now, my name is Lois, and I've been in finance for a couple of years now, I think 8 years. So I think I have a thing or two to say, and I'm going to tell you things that are practical, things that have worked for me that we can do together so that we can grow. All right? Okay, so come on this journey with me. The first step that I would like us to take is to establish our net worth. I know sometimes you watch the news and you see people who are worth 800 million, and you're wondering,
My lord, I wonder. Yeah?
get there. So, first of all, we need all of us to go sit down, make a list of what we are worth. What is your net worth basically? It's your assets minus your liabilities, correct? And I know not all of us have been to a business class, but the same way when you're doing your CV, you say that communication is a basic skill that you possess. At this point, I think preparation of financials or just understanding money is one of the main basic skills that we all need to possess. Okay? So you go list down all your assets. It could be that kaploti you bought somewhere in Joska, Kamulu, right? Or a car, and not that car that you use to run your errands or to go for enjoyment, a car that generates income. That is an asset. Or anything else that you consider an asset, correct? Then all your liabilities. It could be a debt. It could be anything that really takes money out of your pocket, all right? And this way, we are going to be able to establish our net worth. And why are we doing this? The main reason we are doing this is one, we need to get a reality check. When I talk of a reality check, I'm talking, when you do this, you'll realize you're probably the only income generating assets that you've got, which is dangerous because that then means if you're not there, then there is no money. And assuming you're a parent, God forbid, and you're not there, who then takes care of your kids, right? And even if you're not a parent, if today you became incapacitated and you no longer have or no longer can work, then where do you get the money to keep yourself moving? All right. So the first thing that I want us to do is to create or rather to establish our net worth. This way we are going to know exactly where we are and also know where we are supposed to be. For example, it will help you to set realistic goals. For example, you can't say you want to own a house in by December of this year, yet you're probably earning 50K. Out of this 50K, 30K goes into paying debts. The remaining 20K is for survival, and then you're living paycheck to paycheck. All right. So I want to give us an assignment. The first thing I want us to do is to create or rather to have an Excel or something that shows you your net worth. And then from here, you also have a clear and concise description of where you want to go from where you are right now. All right. And then the next thing that we're going to do after that is to create a budget. And I know you're probably there thinking, oh, I only earn 50K, hypothetically speaking. So I know where all my money goes. But is that really true? And I know some people take budgeting as a task, but really it shouldn't be. And the reason being, if you want to go, assuming you still want to build that house by December, right? And right now, you're only able to save like 5K. It may really just seem like a dream, right? So you need to have other income generating, or rather, better yet put, if you're the only income generating asset that you have, then you need to have other income generating assets that will enable you to get to your dreams faster. And it is for this reason that we need to budget, okay? And I know there are so many other budgeting techniques that are out there, the YouTube University and TikTok University. But what has worked for me is the 50-30-20 rule, which I'll show you at a later date. But right now, I want us to be able, the first thing that we need to do is to establish our net worth, and then two, to create our budget. And just simply, and just to pass by, when I talk of the 50-30-20 rule, I mean that 50% of your income goes to your mandatory expenditure. Because at the end of the day, you need to eat, you need shelter, you need clothing, basic needs, the things that you can't do without. You need Wi-Fi in this age of technology, So 50% of your income then goes to mandatory bills. And then 30% will go to savings, investments, debt repayments. And then because we are not in this life to suffer, 20% will go to wants, to entertainment, to giving, all those things. But first, we need to establish our net worth. Then we need to know exactly how much we earn. And when I talk of income, I'm talking of net income. Whatever you receive after giving to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, then that is exactly what you should start budgeting for, all right? So before we even delve into the nitty-gritties of budgeting, we need to understand exactly how much you earn and what exactly are your mandatory bills, right? If you're talking of savings and investments, for example, it is a rule of the thumb that at any given point, your savings should be able to last you 6 months should you not be able to generate the income that you generate on a daily. God forbid if today you are working and then you're told by your boss, sorry, it's not us, or it's not you, it's us, and you can no longer work for us, then you need to have money that will last you for 6 months. So that means then you need to be able to split your savings to ensure that you're not over saving. You need to have the investments, and you also need to repay your debts, correct? But we'll go into that at a later date. I just wanted to introduce us to this as a financial, or rather just as smart money moves. And like I have said, I'm giving you one assignment. The first assignment is go establish your net worth. The second assignment is to budget. And by